So before we do Lonesome Road here, I'm gonna do Raul's quest. Come on, Raul, get up. Come on, buddy.
Oh, it's you. You need something repaired or something?
Nope. Why don't you tag along with me?
Anything's better than staying here. Let's go.
Alright, cool. And now, what I have to do is talk to 3 people. So first we will go, and I know that this quest is kind of glitched. I mean, I don't know if any of the patches I have installed fixed it. So I did install a quick, other mod too, just in case, because I've already done Ranger Andy's quest. So technically, ooh, wow, see, 5 o'clock, terrible time. But technically, I wouldn't be able to do Raul's quest now, because I did his before I had Raul. But, again, not sure if these patch fixes would have fixed that, but just in case, I also installed another mod that would let me do that. Now, I'm pretty sure I already talked to you, like, all your options that you have thus far.
What can I do for you, boss?
Tell me about yourself. Okay, I guess there are some stuff here. Alright, so where are you from, Raul?
I was born just outside Mexico City. My family had a little ranch there.
Alright.
I'm an open book, boss. Granted, the book's in Spanish and some of the pages have fallen out, but I'm an open book.
And how old are you?
Old enough to know better, boss. Old enough to know better.
Alright, so, brief answers here. What's Petro Chico?
You never heard of Petro Chico? Un amigo de Poseidon Energy. Of course not. They were an oil company in Mexico back before the war.
Really? How'd you end up at Black Mountain?
Well, boss, when a giant, insane super mutant asks you to stay put, you do what you're told.
True.
Well, maybe you don't. But I'm just a broke-down old man.
How'd Tabitha find you in the first place?
It's stupid, boss. I used to listen to the radio broadcast, just to pass the time. Well, one day the signal stopped, so I figured I'd try to find a transmitter. I'm a pretty good repairman. Or I was before my eyes started to go. Anyway, I found Black Mountain and offered my services. But Tabitha decided I was useful enough to keep around. Permanently.
I think that's it here. Alright. Some questions I'd like to ask.
Questions, boss? You mean you don't know everything there is to know already?
These are what I already talked about. Alright, cool. Alright, fine. That's it for now. We'll talk to Ranger Andy. Hope this mod works. It's his house, yeah. His bungalow. I want gun away, too. Just a little faster.
Any word on Station Charlie?
Yeah, I found out who killed the Rangers at Station Charlie.
I'm afraid to ask.
See, they're all dead. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna lie to him. So, members of Caesar's Legion ambushed them. Actually, no, I'm gonna make him feel better. He's kind of sad. He was talking to them. He's pretty desperate. Alright, so the attackers are all dead too. Possible to identify them.
Those were good men at the station. Good men. This whole town was sleeping a lot easier because of them. At least they gave somebody some hell on their way out. Well, thanks for telling me. I know that knowledge didn't come without risk. Here, take this. Courtesy of the Ranger Veterans Fund.
Alright, so I have to exhaust all options. Seeing as we already talked to him, I'm just going to skip all this. Pretend we're listening. And, we got the Rangers. NCR. Do something to your leg. Got something else. And that's it. Please.
Hey, boss.
Thank you.
Can I ask you something?
Yes, you can. Sure, what's on your mind?
What do you think of guys like Ranger Andy?
Let's see. What do you mean, guys like Ranger Andy?
I mean guys who have a world of experience doing what they do, but have to give it up because they're getting old and slow or too injured.
Just because someone's crippled doesn't mean they're useless. All that experience is invaluable.
Yeah, I suppose you could still teach. Take a less active role in the world. That's not so bad.
Is that what you did?
Would it surprise you to know that I used to be a gunslinging adventurer? I grew up in a place called Hidalgo Ranch, just outside Mexico City. It wasn't much, just a bit of a farm, with a house for 3 generations of Tejadas. I wasn't the best behaved kid. I was quick with my hands, with a pistol or a wrench. And I wasn't afraid to get into fights over it. I never killed anybody, but I had my share of run-ins with the police. Mostly my family kept me in line. This was before the war. We were far enough away from Mexico City when the bombs fell that we missed the worst of it. But things got bad quick.
Go on.
Just a few days after Mexico City was vaporized, refugees started pouring down the road to our ranch. We helped who we could, but there were so many. Eventually my father started turning people away before we ran out of food. Things got violent. My father and I got our guns, and we drove them off.
What happened then?
About 24 men came back in the night after we'd gone to sleep. They set fire to the ranch house and barred the doors from the outside.
Damn.
My whole family was trapped inside. I smelled the smoke, and I got myself and my little sister Rafaela out through a window. But everyone else, my parents, my grandmother, my 2 brothers, and 2 of my sisters, all died.
What happened then?
Rafaela and I ran. We were pursued by some of the men who attacked our home, but I was always a good shot. The ones who came after us, I killed. The rest, I left be. I had to take care of Rafaela, not throw my life away on revenge.
How very Danny Trejo-like. And you blame yourself for this?
Maybe. I don't know. All I know is that for all my skills with a pistol, I couldn't help them. Anyway, that was weighing on my mind. Thanks for letting me get it out in the open, boss.
Sweet. So, maybe because I didn't tell Andy about who was there. Like, I don't even think I need that mod, but oh well. That's fine. I mean, I don't really care. Next, we can go to here. Talk to one of these guys. I might want to change like how often it rains, because it seems to be raining a lot. Can't remember which hangar he's in. Is it this hangar or the other one? Close the door on us. Come on, where are people? That. I don't even know who the fuck that is.
I'm amazed
Boomer?
that an
No.
outside is so helpful.
Alright, so it's the other one. Oh, that's right. I got this thing taken out. I haven't been here since this was excavated from the ocean. I don't even know how you got up there. Or at least how I get up there. I guess you don't get up here.
I'm happy that we managed.
That's why they're
to
just
raise
called
the bar
boomers,
in my
not actual
lifetime.
named people. Alright. Interesting. So at least we saw this. We haven't actually been here. So we got that. Alright, but now we can go talk to this guy. Not you. This isn't the place that I wanted to go to either. Holy fuck.
I'm happy we managed to
I
raise
mean, we'll
the
see if
bar
he's
in our
here, but
lifetime.
this is not where I remember him being. God damn. These are all just regular ass boomers, no one with actual names. There's a chef, but I mean, another chef. Nope. So I mean, this is gonna take longer than the actual quest is gonna take, just finding this fucker. That was in a hangar. Which fucking hangar is it? Another hangar over there. Where the fuck is he? Missions and storage, like... Loyal. That's where I'm going, but I mean, I don't know if he's fucking in his house. Maybe he is. I don't know what time it is. Noon. Why would he not be in the hangar at noon? Hey, Sonic. Welcome, man. I'm just doing a quick companion quest before I start Lonesome Road. Alright, so Loyal needs to be here. I don't know, maybe he's here at midnight. I can't find him. Not that I look too hard, but still. And so hopefully he's here sleeping. Ah, motherfucker, where the fuck are you, Loyal? Kidding me? He must be in here, but I mean, if he's working on the plane, that's a problem, because I can't get into that, like, gated off area of the plane. Apparently he doesn't sleep, though. Makes me wonder why he has a bed in a room. But there's a back entrance. I don't know. Alright, where the fuck are you, Loyal? Oh, you're in here. I know who you're with. You're with that kid and his girlfriend who I recruited. I don't know why I haven't seen anybody. Let's do a more thorough look. Oh. No, they're boomers. No, that's Janet and that's a kid and his girlfriend. Alright. This is the right place. I just have to find out where the fuck Loyal is. I hope he's not in there. Boomer. Loyal. Where the fuck are you? Is that him, please? I hope that's him. There he is. Thank you.
Isn't that bomber a beauty? Thanks so much for making an old man's dreams come true. Don't get blown up.
Uh-oh.
That's a good thing to see, huh, boss?
I was gonna say, like, I hope I get that thing. Alright, cool. What are you talking about?
That Loyal guy. He's getting up there in years, but he still finds a way to make himself useful to his people. If you ask me, that's better than withering away all alone or holding on to some faded piece of glory from your past.
Loyal's using his years of knowledge to help his tribe. I think that's a noble goal.
Yeah? That's what I thought, too.
What's on your mind?
Old history, boss. After the fire, I knew my sister and I couldn't stay at Hidalgo Ranch anymore. The refugees still wanted me dead. They even put a bounty on me. I remember how scared Rafaela was. I told her if she came with me, we'd see the vaqueros. She used to love the rodeo, especially the trick riders. We figured maybe we could find help in Mexico City. We were young. We didn't know what had happened, really. We didn't understand about the bombs.
Yeah, wasn't Mexico City basically annihilated in the Great War?
I don't think it was as hard hit as DC or Bakersfield, but it was bad enough. By the time we got there, the city was a radioactive ruin. Still, the city was full of looters, already forming into the beginnings of raider tribes. Crime was bad before the war, but now it was a nightmare. We were living like scavengers, scraping by on what little food we could find, always looking for medicine for my burns. And then, of course, the radiation started to kick in, turning me into this handsome devil you see before you.
Sounds pretty bad.
You're a poet of understatement, boss. But there were moments it was almost worth it. I still remember finding that novelty costume shop. I was just looking around for something I could slice up to wrap my burns when I saw the vaquero outfit hanging on the rack, like it hadn't been touched. I took it, not like anybody else needed it, you know, and wore it back to our camp. Rafaela laughed, for the first time since the bombs had fallen.
Wasn't it dangerous to be dressed so noticeably?
It was. I started to build up a legend. Sometimes it headed off trouble, but most of the times it just started more. Young punks looking to prove themselves would come looking for me, but my eyes were sharp and my guns were quick. For a while, it seemed like we might even survive there, until Rafaela.
What happened?
She went out to find some food one day. I was sick, so I stayed at our camp. I guess it must have been the beginning of radiation poisoning. Anyway, it was supposed to be safe, but some raiders happened to pass through where she was scavenging. I won't speak of what they did to her. When I found her body, the only way to recognize her was this funny little scar on her knee from when she was a little girl.
That's terrible.
Terrible doesn't begin to cover it, boss. I led my whole family down. First the ranch, now Rafaela. I was the last Tejada. I guess maybe I went a little crazy then. I took my guns and went back to that market. I didn't have many bullets, but I had enough.
That's not crazy.
After the raiders were dead, I salvaged what I could from the store. I was tired. I just wanted to be alone forever.
So what'd you do?
I left Mexico City behind. I made my way out to the Gulf Coast. Eventually, I found an old Petro Chico refinery nobody had claimed. I stayed there for a little while, and I thought a lot about my life. I thought about the guns I'd lived by, and what they'd gotten me. I decided my guns hadn't gotten me anything, and it was time to give it up.
Saved you.
I took off the old vaquero outfit and put on a Petro Chico jumpsuit. The name tag said Miguel, so I started using the name myself. Eventually, I made it to Arizona. That's another story, boss.
Interesting. I can definitely see why he's conflicted, but I mean, I wouldn't say his guns got him nowhere. And his sister would have got killed by scavengers regardless. They didn't know he was her sister. I agree with the logic, disagree with the conclusion. Alright, next we are going to this dude, wrong one, he was at the Camp McCarran, but I think he moved. The thing is I have to find where the fuck these places are. Not Camp Golf. The Camp Hope or whatever it is. Good luck finding that shit. Ugh. So much shit. Where the fuck? It's not up here. I know I found it before I made my way up here. I thought it was before this. Man, I wish there was like an easier way to find this shit. I have no clue where it's at. No fucking clue. I've checked like every fucking place. How have I missed it? I thought it was near the Helios 1, wasn't it? Where the hell is it? It's not Camp Golf. I mean, I wasn't up here yet. Because I picked up the quest and I made my way up toward Camp Golf. I also hit up Station Alpha. There it is. Good God. Again, takes longer than the actual quest. Now is he in here?
Hey.
There he is.
Took some skills to bring down that fiend. You done good.
You always been, you seen anything suspicious?
As a matter of fact, it's funny that you'd ask. A couple nights back, I was on watch in the yard. Got myself a habit of looking all around, not just where I'd expect to find trouble. Old habit, but it saved my hide on occasion. Round about 1 in the morning, I spied some lights in the control tower. Now that's the 3rd time I've spied those lights, mind you.
This is at Camp McCarran.
And every time I ask about it, they tell me the place was empty. I'm just saying, didn't look empty to me.
I already dealt with that, so thanks for the info.
No trouble at all. Might be nothing, Couple frisky young folks looking for a quiet place to snuggle up. That light is mighty consistent. Always there at 1 a.m. Might be worth a look.
Already done that. Alright, so we already asked him about this stuff. So let's go get all this stuff done. Alright, hopefully that's it.
Got a second to talk, boss?
Sure, what's on your mind?
Meeting Corporal Sterling. Well, it kind of got me thinking. Here's a guy that's been beat all to hell, right? I mean, he could have retired from the service, but instead he signs back on and does what he can. You think he did the right thing?
I think it's good that he's so devoted to his duty. More people should act that way.
You think so, boss? Because I remember a time when a lot of people stuck to their duty no matter what. It ended with nuclear bombs falling on my hometown.
Talk about the Great War. What do you remember about it?
I left everything when I left Mexico. My home, my family, my name, even my face. I know it's surprising, boss, but I wasn't always just handsome. As far as the world knows, I was Miguel, and I was okay with that. I headed north for a while, and ended up in Tucson. Not Tucson, by the way. Things were good there. Well, maybe not good, but better than Mexico City anyway. I found myself a little shack, started fixing things.
Fixing things.
Well, sure, boss. I was always good at fixing things. Some I fixed for the town, some I fixed for other people, some I fixed just for the hell of it. It's a better way to use your hands than killing. And even then, I wasn't getting any younger or faster. I lived there for a long time, kept to myself, didn't get into any fights. Hell, the only reason I even kept my guns oiled was professional pride.
Hey, show off, welcome. You never did any mission, you just killed everyone. You were the mission. Very good, dude. I am loving this game very much. Alright, so why aren't you still there then?
Getting there, boss. I'd been in Tucson. The locals can call it Tucson all they want, but it's Tucson, damn it. About 75 years when she showed up. Prettiest thing you ever saw, boss. Maybe it was just a trick of my senile brain, but I swear she looked just like my Rafaela. Her name was Claudia. She ended up taking work at one of the brothels in town. I never went to her, of course. How could I? But I looked after her in my own way.
What happened with her?
This was a long time ago, before Caesar's Legion pacified Arizona and brought the raider tribes to heel. A tribe came into Tucson one day. More a gang, really. Dirty Dave and his 6 brothers. They were looking for bullets, and I sold some to them. I figured if I did that, they'd leave town before they tore it up too much.
But they didn't, did they?
No, boss. No, they didn't. As I was saying, I hoped they'd leave the town in peace. Instead, they decided to stop at Claudia's brothel to take the edge off. I don't know which one of them got rowdy first, but by the time I heard the screams and got my guns, it was too late. They shot up the brothel, killed 4 girls, and taken Claudia for their sport.
Did you rescue her?
I went after Dave and his brothers. They had a head start, but they slept nights. I didn't. Took me 3 days to catch up to them. Claudia was dead when I got there. They put a bullet in each of her eyes. I couldn't do anything except avenge her, just like Rafaela. I charged into the middle of their camp and started firing. 2 of them were dead before they knew I was there. The other 5, though, they shot the shit out of me. I would have died, I think, if I wasn't so full of rage.
If you were me, you put a bullet in Raul's head. Well, I like to do every quest. How'd you survive?
By being a meaner old cuss than the rest of them, boss. I wanted to keep living until they weren't. So I just kept shooting until they were all dead. I was in pretty bad shape in the end, though. I don't know how long I laid there, with the sun baking me and the buzzards chomping at me. Eventually, I got the strength to start moving. Some long time after that, I managed to drag my carcass back to town.
What happened then?
When I recovered, more or less anyways, I left Tucson and headed west. I ran into Tabitha at Black Mountain, and well, the rest you know. I swore I was done with the gunslinging life. I was too old, too slow, and too beat up to protect anyone anymore. I thought I was done forever, but after traveling with you, I realized I've always had my doubts.
Damn right. Doubts.
About whether I'm really too old to keep living the life of a gunslinger after all. And after seeing what you go through, boss, I think I am.
No, you're
From
not.
now on, I'll let you deal with the fighting and stick to keeping your gear working.
No.
I don't want to slow you down more than I already do.
No, 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 no. That's not true, Raul. You're great with the pistol.
You think so? Well, you're the boss. Okay, I'll give it a try. But if I get killed, and if there's an afterlife, I'll haunt your ass.
Haha, victory! Alright, so he has the old Vaquero perk. Increases rate of fire with revolvers and... ooh, okay, nice. And he looks so much better with that. Alright, cool. So, that's good. I'm gonna go quickly pick up my unique Gauss rifle, and then we're gonna be starting, DLC. The final DLC. Alright, so I missed this Gauss rifle before, because apparently it was like a group of mercs that, aren't marked as enemies. I remember seeing them too. I was like, hey, look, there's mercs, but... not bad. Well, guess what? Now I'm gonna kill them and get the weapon. And then we start our long walk down the lonesome road. Somewhere around here, wherever, I don't know where the camp is exactly. Find it somewhere. Where are you? Up here. I mean, we're at the edge of the map, obviously. Where the fuck are they? Thought they were like northeast or something. Can't be this far over. Alright, I might have to look this up. Where the fuck are they? Are they up here or something? I mean, they're not on my compass, so maybe I did kill them. But how did I pick up this weapon and not notice? Oh, there they are. Tell by the campfire. Haha! Oh shit! I guess I did just miss them last time somehow. Alright, guess what? Kaboom! Killed them all in one shot. Oh, the problem is, I sent him flying, so I'm hoping the guy who had the unique rifle... There it is. Alright, cool. Mission success. Wow. So that's the perk that I picked up about the, like when they explode. I shot the one dude and the whole fucking gang just got destroyed. There's 2 legs and an arm. That's all that's left of these guys. Here's some kind of body part. That's why you don't fuck with me. Alright, cool. Are these more body parts? Hey, there's more body parts here. Pick up what we can here. Totally worth it. I mean, not only just for the gun. Hey Reese, how's it going, man? Came just in time for me to start this DLC. Look at that. Yep, it's about 100 more. It's only a pound. It's a pound more. But that's fine. Assuming it has all the same. Oh, it looks slightly different. Alright. It's more of a brownish look. Same scope and everything. That's fine. Alright, cool.